I decided that today is a watering day because outside is cloudy and I really need to find some peace of mind, something to relax, something that it is not stressful. And you know what they say, self-care, plant care, the same thing. So yes, we are going to water some plants, chat a little and just enjoy the moment. If this is the first time that you see me, I am Naya and I am really glad that you found your way here. Now let's get started with the care and the quick recap that I want to do about my black plant wall here. I actually got the idea because of a special comment, and by the way, I am so happy, so grateful for all these good, kind comments that you leave, guys, in my videos. It is something that it is noticeable. It's something that gives me energy to continue creating more videos. So the comment that I am talking about comes from Datsiva, I hope that I say this right, and says about the setup in which you have been filming your latest videos. While watching this video, I wondered, where did it come from and what exactly is it? So I scrolled back to your first videos you recorded in your dark room. Yes, I've been calling this room a dark room because I believe that the amount of light that I have in here is not optimal for any plant growth or human growth. And I noticed that it has been changing over the last couple of months, and that is true. A plant rack appeared, and not only a plant rack, it is actually two and a desk in between. Candles were lit and an expensive grow light was added. Well, yes, I've got a grow light here. It is from Mother Life. It is the Plant Spectrum 16 and I've actually made an unboxing video so you can go later and watch it if you want to learn more about this light. But these days I've been really thinking of buying one more and putting it here because you can see the difference between these two plant racks, shelves, systems. The light difference is huge. And yes, for some time now, every time that I want to record something, I always have a candle, a lit candle at the background because I think that it adds some warmth to the video and it makes everything more cozy and more welcoming, more friendly, you know. The comment continues with, it's involving, one could say, which makes me even more curious. Are you turning it into your little studio? And yes, this is my little plant corner. We have a huge garden, but here are the plants that are more me. I mean, the whole family cares for plants, but these here are my responsibility. And they are the favorite plants that I have, the plants that I personally chose, so this could be considered my collection wall. So you were right, a lot of changes are made here and there. I am trying to make it more personalized to my style and I really hope that it is changing for good. Previously the wall was white, now it is black with strass. There was actually a color paint that was white with strass, but I felt like the strass would not show in the white color, so I went with the darkest one that this brand had, and I am really proud of my decision. Look at the way that it shines. It is stunning. It gives a little magic touch. At the start of the channel, I did indeed have some plants here at the wall, at a white wall with this light only. I had my logo and some pictures and it was looking good. It was clean and elegant. But as the time passed, the plants started becoming more and more and more and more. So the plant stands here that I had were not enough. That is why I decided to just buy this system. Okay, let's start the watering from this shelf. Here are some of the ferns that I have. They have drainage and they need repotting. Too lazy, too busy to do that. I want to do a video that I will be repotting them, so just stay tuned. I don't put a lot of water in here, I will let it soak and then I will just remove the pot, drain the excess and it is ready. Let's see this one. This one is actually kind of wet, so it doesn't need any watering. But it needs some pruning. And you know what? If you have aquariums as a hobby, it is great. Because we've got tools that can be helpful in gardening too. There you go, you little lady, looking stunning right now. Okay, and then we have this little baby that needs a small amount of water. This fern, guys, it gets pests all the time. In fact, I think that this is the only plant that brings pests inside. And I'm not sure if it is the repotting that it needs for about 1 year now and I haven't done it. But it is so easy to get pests in this little one that I am just souring her. You know, ferns can actually withstand a lot of pesticides and chemicals. So this one that is kind of a simple leaf style, it is best to sour them to get rid of anything that might go and stick itself on them. So this shelf is ready. Up, up, up. Welcome to the art level. Here are my clay art pieces and we need no watering. Fresh water here, fresh water here. This needs no watering. The asparagus fern here needs watering. But first let me show you a close-up of this little chameleon art thing that I am making. You will be surprised, I promise. This little thing here needs a lot of work. It needs texture all over the body and of course some details at the eyes, then painting, coloring, you know, everything in order to make it more realistic. But my plan is to actually decorate it with air plants. I would really love to have a little pet like this, but the maintenance is really high. And since I've discovered my love for clay, I've been trying to make everything that I want to adopt in a clay form and then decorate it with some plants. So this here will get some really great air plants if I can find any of them, and it will look stunning, I promise. I promise. This here is my little lady asparagus that actually grows quite well in here and it keeps her green. So I have some moss like a decor, but I need to spray it all the time. She needs no water, as I can see. It has a little water here at the reservoir. The soil mix has a lot of air, so I am not afraid of her having any problems with root rot. Asparagus ferns do great in terrariums and in decorative pots like this one. You just need to keep in mind that it should not be left for really long time in stagnant water. Then you're okay. Now to the top two cells before we go to the other side. This little beautiful Vero needs no water because I've actually watered her like 2 days ago and it is quite wet, drained but wet, and I haven't still repotted her. She needs some repot. Still seems fine. I was concerned about some pests that I thought that she had, but then I went and actually soured her with some warm water. Don't use cold water on your leaves. I soured her and now I am waiting to see if it will gather anything under the leaves, but still no sign of problems at all. But I will keep on checking. The Monstera siltepecana also needs no water at the moment, but this lady here does, I think. Yes, this lady here needs some water, and I am actually going to kind of bottom water here like this. I will let some water from the top. This here seems enough. I will let her just relax for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and then get her out and let her drain. I also have a little Brazil with a little heart leaf here that needs a different special video. So no watering for this baby yet. Let's move to the other side. The bottom shelf here has almost nothing, just 2 pieces, so let me bring them up. These little Cebu Blue propagations that have some Mormon inside so they can root better. And this little disaster that I want to put on a bowl because it is kind of wild but still didn't manage to. This level here has the ivy, the marble queen and a pink princess, or thought so that it is a pink princess when I bought it. We will see how it grows. All of them here need watering, so let me just push away the candle and put inside this little baby.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees.
This one is ready to be back at its place. And now we have this one that I am going to put here and then later remove the excess water.
Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
When they are done with the draining, I will remove all the trays and they will be better and more beautiful. And that is the great thing about glass cells. You don't have to be extra anxious and extra stressed like you would be for wooden cells. Glass cells are easy to clean, stress-free, but they can break, so just be careful and choose accordingly. And the last plant that I am going to water for today is this little neon, because you can see that the leaves are starting to curl a bit, so let's go ahead and water this beauty. I will let her soak for a bit, and while waiting for her to get this moisture up to her leaves, I am going to actually clean her leaves because it looks kind of dusty. The best thing you can do for dusty leaves is to actually sour them, either at the garden or at the bath. They won't have a problem. Just keep in mind that it is better to use kind of warm water. Don't boil them. Kind of warm water, not cold water, it will soak them. And that's it, we are done with all the plants right here that need watering, but before I leave you, just look at how gorgeous this plant is. This is by far my most favorite baby, and I will never neglect it. Of course, I love all the plants here, but I think that this is the first plant that I had great success with it, so there she goes. So that was just a small part of my plant chores and the things that I have to do with the plants here. But the next time that you will need to care for your plants, I want you to just have one thought in mind, and this is that plant care is self-care and you are worth it.